Hey everybody, Alex Kazor, SteelersDepot.com, back for another Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. Today we're talking about the value of Vince Williams, and I will be the first to admit I'm a big fan of Vince Williams and what he's done. Former sixth-round pick, staying in the league this long, just kind of a throwback, old school guy that probably could have played back in the '70s with Lambert and Hammond and that whole bunch. And so today, two clips. I know they're going to be pretty small things to talk about, and someone will probably yell at me for being a nerd here, but I think to be a good defense, of course, you have to have a good scheme. Of course, you have to have good talent, but you better be able to communicate. And if you can't communicate as a defense, and I don't care about your scheme or your talent or whatever else looks good on paper, you're going to struggle. And you need a central communicator. That obviously was supposed to be Devin Bush this year. And once he went down with his torn ACL, his team's been trying to find its next communicator. To me, that job should have immediately gone to Vince Williams. It hasn't always been the case, but it was on Sunday. He wore the green dot against the Colts. And you just kind of see moments of it. So let me shut up here and kind of run this clip through. And it's kind of hard to tell. It's a really small thing, but just rookie nose tackle here, Carlos Davis, seventh round pick, not aligned right in the right gap here apparently, and Vince Williams going to let him know that your butt is not in the right gap and you better get to the right spot, and just kind of slaps him over, gets him now aligned, tilted into the A gap instead. Fortunately, the play doesn't go well. It's an 11-yard gain by Jonathan Taylor, but that's besides the point. But you just see Vince being that communicator, a really vocal guy, really high energy guy, and he's going to make sure the front is aligned to where it needs to be on the play. And so those are just the small things. Again, I know this is me kind of nerding and looking at some of the nitty gritty, but I know some of you guys appreciate that as well. So you just look up Vince Williams. You will not see this on the broadcast TV tape because it did not show it. They were in a replay. They cut away. This had already happened. So only something you can see on coach's tape. Vince Williams making sure that rookie nose tackle is aligned properly pre-snap. That moment from Sunday against the Colts reminded me of something that Williams did last year that I pointed out. And again, it just kind of goes back to that theme of Vince Williams is the conductor, the traffic cop. He's getting everybody aligned to where they need to be. See it in this game, Week 6 against the Chargers last year. Let me actually just go back from the beginning here. Chargers here are going to motion a guy across. I think it actually might have been Derek Watt that got motion across. Yeah, I believe that's Derek Watt. So future Steeler, current Steeler, Derek Watt, and the front has to shift with that now that the strength is to this side, or at least the alignment has changed, and it doesn't. Vince Williams tries to verbally and kind of point at first, and when they don't still respond to that, Vince Williams just has to clap and get these guys to move over. So I'll run this whole thing through. Vince Williams trying to point to these guys, yell at these guys, they don't, and so Williams really gets loud, starts clapping, then makes sure everyone gets aligned and shifted over a gap properly. And so again, small thing I know, but you need someone in the middle of your defense that's going to be loud, a really clear vocal communicator. They didn't really have that last year's defense as good as it was. Devin Bush was not ready for the Green Dot as a rookie. Mark Barron was too quiet, new to the system. Vince Williams, to me, is a perfect guy for that role. There are, of course, concerns about can he be a three-down backer, things like that. That Devin Bush was well suited for, and why he got the Green Dot. But I just like seeing this little stuff, like to nerd out a bit because Williams is that vocal, loud, clear communicator, and he's going to make sure your defense is at least right pre-snap. Because if you're not right pre-snap, you're in the wrong alignment or defense or whatever the case is, miscommunication, it's really hard to win post snap. So if you're right pre snap, you get a chance to win post snap. If you're not, you're probably going to lose post snap more often than not. So small thing I know. I'm a big fan of Vince Williams, what he means to this team, the value for this team. Again, against the Colts, played 100% of the snaps despite having COVID, missing 2 weeks. I'm sure he was really tired. The reports were he was very tired and very out of breath in that game, as you can imagine. And he stepped up in a big way. And just the little things he does, the things you won't see on a box score or anything like that, a resume, brings a lot of value to this Pittsburgh Steelers team. So I wanted to show that to you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.